FTB Film Study is brought to you by the sports medicine specialists at Concierge Medical Associates. Whether you're a weekend warrior or an elite level athlete, let Dr. Stephen Murphy and his board-certified team of specialists keep you at the top of your game. Schedule an in-person or remote consultation at conciergemedical.ai.
Here we go. We're talking about Beau Pribula. We're talking about a kid who has some wiggle, who has some shake. We're thinking to ourselves, how does Andy Kotelnicki use a kid like that who had some playing time last year with a guy like Drew Aller? So let's break it down. Let's talk about Pribula's skill set, and then let's talk about Andy Kotelnicki and the skill set he brings mentally to the game and how he can do some things. As you can see in the back, I've been drawing some stuff up. Man, I can't wait to get into it. You know the drill. Like, subscribe, comment.
Now, later on, I'm going to show you concepts Kotelnicki uses to get the most out of his athletic quarterbacks. But first, let's establish the special thing Beau brings to the table and show you how the old staff featured him last year. I want to show you from the end zone how he looks with the ball in his hand. So this is just a real simple, almost like a buck sweep, quarterback buck sweep. You're going to just pin the edge. You're going to pin. You're going to get a guy around. You're going to get a guy around. You're going to hook it off. But I want you to watch. Watch how he rocker steps and opens. But I want to show you something. Look at how he keeps his eyes downfield. This is a really crucial point as a runner. What do you do here? Look how he sets his block up, puts his foot in the ground, and gets vertical and allows this thing to happen. I don't need to dive into the details of the play, but just you can see the explosive ability he brings to Penn State. So later on again, now we're going to go Delaware. Okay, this is just inside zone. All right, we're just reading it like anybody else. Nothing new. Don't overthink the stuff that's happening here. So this is just an old school basic zone read option. All they're going to do, all right, is they're going to read this kid right here. You're going to get a full zone here. This guy's going to arc outside, and he's going to pick up the first threat that he sees. All right, and you can see what happens. He picks up the safety because the linebacker doesn't float. It's an easy read for the quarterback. I just read it. He feathers down. I pull and run, and now he can just outrun the middle linebacker to the play. It's simple, simple stuff. So here we go. This isn't garbage time. This is middle of the game. This is a quarterback draw, and so this is actually really good. They rotate to 3, and they bring a guy down to robber. But I want to show you from the end zone. All right, so what they're going to do is they're going to half slide. Okay, they're going to man up. Running backs can come through, find the most dangerous. But I want to show you something. He does a fantastic job as the runner sets himself up for blocks. This is really impressive. All right, and the fact that he can set himself up and outrun a corner. I mean, this is a Division I corner. It's hard to do that. It's hard to outrun these guys. And so, you can kind of see just, what he can do with the ball in his hand. Okay, so again, Northwestern, you got a 2x2 stack look. When you see the old 4-3, 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, 4 over the top shell. This puts these guys in a bind. They have to make a decision. There's only 5 guys on defense here. There's 5 blockers plus a running back. So anytime that you get in a situation where, you check the sideline, you see it, and now you got yourself in a power pull play action here. Watch what happens. I mean, you've got 2 safeties playing the edges. All right. He just steps in because he's such a running threat. People have to honor this. And good night. Easy peasy touchdown. This is beautiful. Again, it goes back to the idea that he's a running threat. This is just the old school power look. Okay. He's going to step, lowers his head, which I think is the key here. It's beautiful. All right, here we go. Ole Miss. I don't care about the play type. I don't care what they're showing you. I want to show you what he can do with the ball in his hand. Okay, sends a guy in motion, fakes the handoff, goes back to the old school power play action we talked about before. Half rolls. Watch him feel this pressure from Ole Miss. And all he does, he steps up and drills this ball about the only place that he can get it between 3 defenders. He's not a drop back kid, but that is a phenomenal throw. And the fact that he can have that pocket presence to do that, step up and deliver that ball and get the ball to his playmakers. I mean, guys, there's a lot to be said about that. Now, let's look at how Kotelnicki got the most out of his athletic quarterbacks at Kansas.
He had Jaden Daniels and Bean at KU, 2 different quarterbacks, 2 different skill sets, but they can both run a little bit. So you're going to see some extremely option-based stuff right here. This is a great play. I like this. This scheme is awesome. Okay, so he's gonna slow-mo a guy in. Watch what he does. He comes in, gets a nice crack to the middle linebacker. Okay, he's reading the DN. The DN goes up the field, squeezes, so he's gonna pull the ball. Now you've seen this play, right? You've seen
You've seen this play where the H-back gets outside and he goes and arcs and gets the safety. But what you haven't seen is how he cracks the linebacker so this linebacker can't float over the top. Dirty. By the way, that's going in my playbook this year. And so you can see it, and this gets his kid the ability to be successful in space. This is a really good one. I really like what he does here. You know, this is basically what we call old school load option. And we haven't seen this from Penn State, right? This isn't Penn State. You get a shuffle from the running back, but I want you to watch what they do here. It's just getting their athlete in space. And again, I'm going to come back and show you the end zone copy of this so you can get a real good feel of the play design here. So again, it's just a simple load option. They're going to load the most outside man, okay? And you're going to get a fake, and you're going to get a load read here. He's going to become the pitch man late. He's going to go out, watch the tackle with the old Olay. There he goes. You got a load option. You got yourself in a situation. You know, they're just loading up, and the quarterback feels comfortable, and he puts himself in a good situation to be successful with the option. And this is a great play call. This is well coached. Like, again, this is a coach schematic. You know, this is a coach schematic. Look, watch what this does. He shuffles. Watch what it does. Holds, holds, holds. And that's all you need. Like, those are the small things that make you successful. All right, here we go. Now you're going to go into a tight end, twins look here. Okay, two back. You're going to get orbit motion. He does this a lot. Okay, now you saw this earlier, right? You saw this earlier against Houston. And it's just the inside zone, but now you're getting the H back around. Now you're going to attack, but guess what? Now you're running speed option off of the zone read. They're just going to read that guy who comes down here. So again, that's the outside backer. He becomes the read. Boom, boom, boom. Here he goes. Read it. He plays out. Quarterback goes up. Easy play. Again, simple. Like, it's a way to run the same thing over and over and over and over. Okay, but what makes it so great is the different variations of how he runs these plays. That is what Andy Kotelnicki brings to the table. All right, so now here you go. Now you're going to get a motion out here. I love this play. I love this play. This is not really this is not a draw. This is actually almost like a G is what this is, or a buck. He's going to take the center. He's going to kick the end with a long trap. He's going to bring the running back through. And this is a 100% design run. This is not draw. This is a well-designed play because, again, situation, if you pay attention, situation is as follows. This defensive end is super wide, so you know he's a pass rusher. So it's an easy kick, right? Easy kick, wash it down, running back leads on the safety, and boom, you got to play. This is something, you know, when you have a guy like Pribula in the backfield, you can do this stuff. To me, I think it goes back to the design that Andy Kotelnicki can bring to Pribula and the idea that he has a kid in the backfield that has some wiggle. He can do some things. This is another ridiculously well-schemed play. Again, you've seen this before. We're going to go back to the orbit motion over the top, right? Okay, you're going to get the old school power play action. He rolls like he's going to run speed option. See? He's faking it like he's going to run zone. He's going to fake like he's running speed option. But what he's going to do is he's going to throw back to the running back, just like you saw against Ole Miss. Take a look. I want to show you this. Watch. You get the speed option look. That's going to hold everybody here, okay, and wide open. Again, schematics. Okay, here's another one. Huge gain against Iowa State, okay? So, again, you're in like a tray look to the field. All right, this is speed option. Remember how much speed option we run? We run it, we run it, we run it. So this is, again, something Pribula can do. He runs the speed option, but is he running it? No, he's running crack and go, baby. Fakes the speed option. Watch what he does in the backfield. Watch. Even gives him a little stop, and boom, there it is. I'm not going to waste your time showing the 40-yard dash. Here we go. We go in motion, put him in tray. We're going to run our speed option like we always do. Everybody's running, running, running. He's got the backside. We're going to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set up 1, 2. Crack and go becomes touchdown. Again, schematics. Again, when you have two quarterbacks, Drew Aller, Pribula, things you can do, Andy Kotelnicki can do these things. This is what's going to be exciting. You have a guy who's super, super creative with motion shifts, options, and so I'm excited to see what he can do.